Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Wolverines return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. Stakes are always high in the game. Careers are made and lost because of it, and they'll have to manage their emotions, guys.
Some games in college football just mean more. When you think about Ohio State and Michigan, you think about not just Big Ten implications, national title implications, Heisman Trophy implications. Late in the year, David, this is just must-watch TV.
Must-watch TV. Two of the winningest programs in college football history. This game, I tell you what, recent years has really brought back the tradition and been so much more competitive now that Michigan's also getting some wins.
They'll go to the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. He looks that one in nicely. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Bell. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Inside the Big House, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms. But the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth, and that's who Michigan is.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets the give. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, #1 versus #2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will go to work for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Jeffrey trying to get to it. Hines is tight end. Ohio State pulled out a classic and won close over the Wolverines last season.
Yeah, it's so nice to know you got a team that in the biggest moments in the game, the huge rivalry game, your big game of the year, they can come up clutch and make.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
One of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Bell. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. The play action fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's open on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent, making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do with it.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They're trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch called for and made. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Jet sweep to the receiver. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Jeffrey. The sweet feet buy a little time. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. He does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Dumps it off in the flats. Nice move, creates some space. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The give to the left. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Sweet feet on the move. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Turns it loose. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the returner goes down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw. It's Jeffrey. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, whether it's in the shoe or the big house, when you have these 2 programs with all that's at stake today, you know emotions run high in a game known simply as the game. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day.
The Wolverines will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There's certainly room for improvement after that scoreless first-half stalemate.
Yeah, we've set offense back 30 years in that first half, but we've got a whole new half to play here. So why not come out on this first drive, make a statement, and finally get us back into the age of contemporary punishment?
You sound very discouraged as I sound encouraged. That's great defense. Phenomenal defense in the first half. Who doesn't love a 0-0 halftime game?
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw, it's Boston. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man!
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Defense has been dominant. We reached the end of the 3rd quarter. Nobody's been able to get on the board as we check out the stats. It's easy to think back to 2014, Wake Forest, Virginia Tech, the last time we had a game go into overtime as a scoreless tie. Let's see if that's the way this one goes as we start the 4th. They'll give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Here's the handoff. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're...
And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt. At long last, there are points on the board. It's 3-0 here in the 4th quarter. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Pressure coming. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Grabbed over the middle. It's Flowers. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Michigan stole their winged helmets and possibly their fight song from Princeton, but they are giving an Ivy League level education in defense today.
Yeah, and stealing their hearts, just ripping them out, not giving them anywhere to go, no life. This offense has no answers because Michigan's out there just destroying them, giving them an education.
Runs through a tackle. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Looking to pass. It's Jeffrey. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. He got it. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Give to the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He's looking to throw. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Ohio State. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lanes, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but...
Picked off! Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year, and this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded, and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans, their families, coaching staffs. This is a game that's going to get talked about for an entire year. And you talk about wanting to get revenge, it's going to take some time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.